facilitated by faculty about a variety of different topics. And what we did, over 140 actually attendees, and in other words, every attendee could perhaps attend on average 1 to 3 sessions. We sent out a survey, and roughly 44 people actually responded to the survey. And we want just to share with you some of the results very quickly about the feedback that we got. So in general, when we asked in terms of what aspect of the conversation series did they like most, as you can see from the graphic here, the top, obviously, well, the topics and basically learning more about how peers are teaching, on how faculty peers are teaching were the top of the list, followed by speakers, discussions, and format. The most important question we had was in terms of what did the attendees took away, and actually how did that influence their teaching practices. So here we really had a variety of ideas and everything. And the most important one was not surprised. We were not surprised when we saw the results, but really because that was one of the goals, is to engage faculty, as we said several times, to rethink and to reflect about the teaching practices. Fortunately, that was actually the top choice of the people who responded to the survey. So basically, re-examining my own teaching and learning conceptions. And if we engage in that process, in fact, if we say, for example, we are successful in bringing even 10 or 15 faculty to do that each semester, and we are thinking about the long term, I think that would make a significant difference in the long term on the life of the student. Because the challenge that we face in general very often are related to the lack of that reflective process. And perhaps some of you are familiar with the reflective practitioners, basically, which is tied to teaching and learning in general. And as you all know, teaching as a craft, one of its foundation requires that ongoing reflection in terms of what I am doing, what did work. Otherwise, if we stuck to the same lecture notes that we have been using over and over for the last 10, 15 years, then obviously we might run into some issues. The rest is self-explanatory. So for example, stronger student engagement, new ways of fostering critical thinking, and so on. I'm not going to read, but I guess you can read from the, if you are interested, I can share the data with you as well. And the last question was in terms of the impact. Obviously, this is self-reported, this is subjective, this is, you name it. In terms from the methodological standpoint, this is perhaps is the weakest link. Yet, when it comes to just self-reported information, specifically in terms of the faculty, as you can see, the top is moderate positive impact. What does that mean? It's up to you to interpret it. But this is the result we got. We got that basically the people who attended the provost conversation feel like it had a positive impact in what they are doing. And if you tie this to the first question in terms of rethinking and re-examining, and then perhaps you can see a correlation. Otherwise, only 4.55% out of 44 said that they didn't have any impact. And that's fine. Just the fact that actually they were able to come and share their ideas. Perhaps if they didn't have an impact on their teaching, maybe just their interaction, their questions had impact on others. So as you can see, it's a dynamic. So these are pretty much the results of the survey that we had. If you have not had a chance to view the archives or to attend, the PCTL website is clt.edu.edu/PCTL, and the archives of all the previous sessions are available online. Obviously, you are more than welcome to go back, review, take a look, and as you can see, we have a variety of topics and speakers, and it's organized here in terms of chronologically speaking. And there is also one thing that we did, when I'm saying chronologically speaking, because the event itself has been on for the last 2 years. So basically, we have the last 2 years in chronological order. What we did for the first year, we identified some segments that we thought that actually were very important, and we called them worth sharing. We are not, for example, here, insinuating or saying that the rest is not worth sharing, but pretty much specifically because we thought those actually were very strong segments from the presentation. The last thing that I want to say, the Provost conversation, we will continue with the Provost conversation next year. And we are in the process of identifying the speakers and the topics. And the topics, we have an idea in terms of where do we want to go. But if you are interested in participating in any capacity, you can talk to me, you can talk to Alison or any one of the CLT folks, and then we will be more than happy to include you, and actually as we work on the schedule. One thing that we are trying to do a little bit different for next year is perhaps the format itself, because most of for the last 2 years, was I would say lecture driven. In a way, it was most of it lecture, and when we had opportunities for interaction and so on and so forth. Or one of the goals of the Provost conversation is maybe to do something different than a lecture. Not that a lecture has anything bad in it, but yet because I think that's the predominant, pedagogical model, and then we want to think outside. What does it mean, for example, when do you want to teach outside that paradigm of, of lecturing, if you want. So we are thinking in a variety of different ways. Perhaps, for example, if we have a faculty member who is very effective in terms of managing discussion with his classmate, with his student, then perhaps he can demonstrate that by using an example to the rest of the faculty. In other words, identifying effective practices and then trying to demonstrate those effective practices with the rest of the faculty. Obviously, this approach may have a lot of logistical issues around it and so on and so forth, but this is an idea on the table, and I would love to hear from you if you have any specific suggestion regarding this. So this is in a nutshell the Provost conversation. Very successful event for the last 2 years. Very positive feedback that you think actually that is making a difference. And stay tuned for year 3 of the Provost conversation. Thank you very much.